Hi, how you doing? Okay, this playlist, hobbies and stuff. Oh man, I had this friend. You've heard me mention that I used to get beat up all the time. Between fourth, fifth, and sixth grade, I used to get bullied all the time. Groups of boys, one would hold down one arm, another arm, one leg, and they'd take turns punching me in the stomach, or they just would punch me in the face sometimes, and just. And the reason I used to get beat up is because I was Roger Butler's friend, who's dead now. He died base jumping. He was a daredevil, and he was the coolest friend. He was the most interesting, cool friend, and he was really influential in me. His thing was he's into radio controlled airplanes, and he was actually into parachuting and bullet bikes and hang gliding and Estes rockets and just any kind of model and building go-karts and rock climbing and skydiving and just so many things like that. And so that whole side of me, that's where I get that from, my interest in that. I didn't have any money because I was just a kid. Hadn't really started working yet. And when I got a job, I spent all my money on heavy metal music because I got into. That's why I started getting jobs because I wanted to get Iron Maiden and AC/DC and Def Leppard tapes and stuff. But when I was Roger's friend, I always dreamed when I'd get older that I'd like him would make radio controlled airplanes and radio controlled cars and all this. So that's what this playlist is about. That interest never died. He died. And then I grew up, and it just never happened. But I want to. Like radio controlled airplanes, I'm surprised they're not more popular. They are so fun. And also on this playlist, comic books. I collect comic books. I collect not just comic books, but I collect Dungeons and Dragons books. Oh my gosh, there's so many cool Dungeons and Dragons books. Just anything that has to do with Dungeons and Dragons games. That's just my thing. I always, for a while, I've had a dream of being Chitara and going to cosplay or something, and just, I love Star Wars. I like things like that a lot. Just hobbies and models and all these things. So that's what this playlist is about. It's to keep that alive and do that. It's just a very doable thing, and it's very fun.